We begin the news this afternoon with Nigeria's leader, President Bola Tinubu, who is currently presenting the 2024 budget estimate of 27.5 trillion naira to a joint session of the National Assembly today. It is the president's first budget presentation before the lawmakers since he assumed office on May 29, 2023. Recall that the upper chamber had on Tuesday granted the president's request to present the budget to a joint session of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Also, the president had forwarded to both chambers of the National Assembly the 2024 to 26 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper, where the sum of 26.1 trillion naira was proposed as a total expenditure profile for the 2024 fiscal year. Away from that, the federal government has said its renewed Hope Shelter program will provide 1 million low-cost housing units for the vulnerable population within 7 years. The National Program Manager, Renewed Hope Shelter for the Poor, IDP and Refugees, Chidima Makwachuku, stated these at the 6th Nigeria Affordable Housing Finance and Innovation Summit, NAFIS Expo 2023 in Abuja, would collaborate with state and local government to secure the lands for the houses. She added that the project will be moved to all the states in Nigeria by 2024. Foreign investors of low production cost in the country's mining sector. Speaking at the Mines and Money Conference in London, Alake said President Bola Tinubu has embarked on reforms to boost investment by streamlining procedures rather than through a statement by the minister's aide Kehinde Bami Betang. Alake said the country's geological bounty encompasses over 44 distinct mineral types found in exploitable quantities across more than 500 locations. He added that by adding value to the country's raw materials, the ministry not only creates higher value products but also generate employment opportunities for Nigeria teeming youth and increase the sector's overall profitability and contribution to the nation's GDP. In the meantime, the federal government, through the Ministry of Interior, has freed 37 inmates from the Port Harcourt Maximum Security Custodial Center and the Medium Security Custodial Center, Ahoda, Rivers State. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunjojo, discloses while performing the release of the inmates at the Port Harcourt Maximum Security Custodial Center. Tunjojo said the exercise was part of the measures put in place by the federal government to decongest custodial centers, improve correctional facilities, and enhance the welfare of staff and inmates at correctional centers nationwide. He added that the exercise was in furtherance of the President Bola Tinubu's late administration's drive to free 4,068 inmates sentenced to various terms of imprisonment with the option of a fine and compensation in custodial centers across the country. Elsewhere, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunjojo, has also said the passport front offices are scheduled to open some major cities across the United Kingdom, including Manchester, Birmingham, and Cardiff, Wales, in 3 months. Speaking in a televised interview, the minister addressed the concerns of Nigerians in the diaspora over difficulties renewing their passport at the foreign missions, zeroing in on the UK, where several viral cases have been recorded. He argued that the only solution was to open passport front offices in key cities by February 2024. According to him, Nigerians living in far-flung cities such as Edinburgh, Scotland, Cardiff, and the Belfast, North Ireland, as well as Manchester or Birmingham had no choice but to travel to London for the new passports. And from the legislature, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio has stated that the National Assembly will collaborate that will accelerate the manufacturing sector. Akpabio made this known at the opening ceremony of the 2023 National Engineering Conference in Abuja. The Senate President, while stressing on the theme of the conference, re-engineering the manufacturing sector for competitiveness and enhanced economic growth, said infrastructure development is the backbone of any successful manufacturing industry. But It required good and friendly legislation and regulations to drive growth. To the Green Chambers, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has also called for synergy between the government and professional engineers in the country towards massive infrastructure development. Abbas said these at the 2023 Nigerian Society of Engineers NSE National Engineering Conference exhibition and annual general meeting in Abuja. Abbas, represented by the Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, said that collaboration is significant in the pursuit of sustainable growth and development. The Speaker added that the theme of the event aligned with national goals, which emphasized the vital role of engineering in shaping the future. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives Committee on University Education has promised to work towards ending recurring strikes in the universities in the country. The chairman of the committee, Abubakar Fulata, said these at a meeting with the Executive Secretary of the National University Commission and Vice Chancellors of Federal Universities in Abuja. He said the House leadership had created 6 committees out of the previous 2 for quality oversight. Fulata noted that the committee was working towards ensuring quality, reliable, easy access, and rewarding university education. According to him, the challenges required collective efforts to address, including the interventions of a committee and the contributions of all well-meaning Nigerians. In a separate development, the Supreme Court has today ordered that the old continue to coexist with a new note till further notice. The Apex Court ruled that both old and new notes should continue to remain legal tender until the federal government puts a process in place for its replacement or redesign after due consultation with relevant stakeholders. Recall that in mid-November, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, had said the old notes would remain legal tender indefinitely. Now to Africa, where Kenya's parliament has banned the wearing of a unique suit named after the late Zambian president Kenneth Kaunda within the building. The Speaker of Parliament, Moses Wetangula, said Kaunda's suits, as well as traditional African clothes, were not welcomed. Wetangula said his decision to ban the suit was due to emerging fashion trends that threatened to establish parliamentary dress code. Reports say Kenyan President William Ruto often wears a suit on official occasions, making it popular within the political class. Still in Africa, an accident at the Platinum Mine in South Africa has reportedly killed 11 workers and injured 75. The Impala Platinum chief executive Nico Muller described the incident as the darkest day in the company's history. The firm said the accident involved a winding rope connected to a gauge tower